Hello, it's Tuesday, November 12th, 2019, and as of this recording, I'm still depressed, but I'm not dead. All right, so here I am. I'm back after almost coming up on 2 weeks away. I've got a little story about that, and I'll explain that a little bit. Um, those of you who are observant will notice that there was no music this time. I am trying to streamline the show a little bit, maybe. I'm not really sure how it's going to pan out, but I was thinking the other day that I've done 160 some shows. That's 160 times that music is played, and those of you who listen, who are dedicated listeners, have listened to that enough times. And I don't know. I just think, when I listen to podcasts, when they've got a little thing, music and whatnot that I listen to regularly, I fast forward through it. And I don't want people to have to do that if they don't want to listen to the music. Sometimes it's like 5 seconds, sometimes it's 10 seconds, whatever. Um, Trying to just streamline and see if I can make the show a little easier on the ears for those listening. So, yeah, there's that. And I am in the car. I should be working, but I am ahead of schedule. And so I'm taking a few minutes to record a show here. It is raining out, and I'm under some trees, and there's like acorns falling on the car and raindrops hitting, big fat raindrops. So if you hear that in the background, I apologize. Yeah, you know what? I'm out in the field, and sometimes you get that kind of noise. I do have an episode coming out with Claire. We sat down and chatted, but there's a lot of background noise in that one, and had some recording issues, some timing kind of things. My track is slower than her track, so it's taken me a while to get that one sorted out to put out. But that one is coming, so I know you all like it when Claire and I sit down and chit chat. So look forward to that coming up. Um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need to say let's get on with the show, but I'm not going to play music, so I guess I'll just get on with the show. Uh, so last weekend, I took my youngest out to Clemson University. It's a university. Um, I think I've mentioned this a little bit. She was given the opportunity to go to this kind of weekend camp, I guess. She was recognized for her um, very good grades, marks in school. Um, Outstanding is the word, but it seems kind of too proud papa to say, oh, my child's outstanding. Um, but anyway, so it was a weekend away for kids, students who are doing very well in school. Um, and I wasn't going to take her because it was out past her house, so it was made more sense for her mom to take her. But the opportunity came up to where I would be able to meet up with a listener, someone who I've texted with quite a lot, extensively, and we've gotten to know each other pretty well. And um, we've bounced things off each other and kind of helped each other out. And this was someone I talked to quite a bit when my dad was sick, and their grandma was sick, and we, as supportive as you can be to someone you don't know, I guess. But I felt like we had a kind of a nice, strong relationship, connection, friendship. Um, so the opportunity came up that, hey, if I take my youngest out to this thing, then I'm only a couple hours away from you. Maybe we could, get together and hang out for a little bit. And I was kind of anxious about it as the days grew closer. Because I'm not the most social person in the world, and what if we met and my conversation was, hey, good to see you. Okay, yeah, and I don't know what to say, and it turned out to be a bust. Um, so yeah, so I mean, but I was looking forward to it at the same time. I mean, like I said, this is someone who was meaningful to me, and so I got there. I dropped her off at school. It's the school, the university, the camp area, um, and set about making my plans, finalizing plans to meet this person. And it was just radio silence. Didn't hear anything from them. And last I knew during the week was that, hey, yeah, this is happening. Cool. Looking forward to it. Can't wait, kind of thing. Um, and just radio silence and continued radio silence. And then got to the point where the time was we were supposed to meet, and nothing. And at first I'm like, okay, they're just running late, whatever. They're driving. They shouldn't be texting, whatever. To where it was like an hour later, and I'm starting to wonder, geez, I hope they're okay. My mind's going, what could have happened? What could have come up? Hour and a half, and now I'm thinking, what did I do? Did I do something wrong? I'm looking back on text messages and thinking back to podcasts. Have I said something? Did I do something wrong? What is this? 2 hours, and I'm like, every time people lock their cars in the little honk, every time I hear that, I'm like, okay, okay, great, they're going to come through the door. No, nothing. And I just final message was, hey, just let me know that you're okay when you can. And I still haven't heard anything. And this has really affected me. And like, I can't get past thinking that I did something wrong to make this happen. And this isn't someone who, I've commented before how, like, if someone just stops communicating with me, I get a little anxious because it's the nature of our relationship, with this show, and why someone would listen and why we would chat. Worry about hospitalizations or things really taking a bad turn. But this isn't someone who I'm concerned about that with, because they, yes, they've struggled, but not as far as I know, not terribly so. And, things were going pretty well for them. So, like, my mind hasn't gone that way. I worry about like a car accident. I worry, like I said, immensely that I did something wrong. And, this has affected me so much that I was sad. I keep talking about wanting to have some emotions, and there, I was sad. And, it was enough for me. I was taking it to an extreme, I think, now that I think about it, but like, I was ready to hang up the podcast. Like, a part of me, sad, but hurt also. And, like, not sure, why do I want to kind of open myself up to more people and keep doing so if this is what happens. And yeah, I was really ready to, I was planning out a podcast to put out to say, hey, I'm at least taking an indefinite break. And hey, it was remarkable to me how quickly my thoughts turned to, what did I do wrong? And it kind of goes to my personality disorder, right? Like, I must have done something wrong. I suck. I'm terrible. And I thought, well, maybe I need to take a step back from doing the show, and really get with my new therapist, who I'm going to start to see this Friday, a couple days from now. And maybe I need to just focus on that and take a break and blah blah. And so I was chatting with Kate the other day, and I just said, hey, talk me out of taking a break from the show, and she didn't have necessarily the answer for me, but she has very thoughtful responses and enough to make me think. And I decided, hey, I'm going to sleep on it, and I slept on it, and then I slept on it again, and yeah, I think maybe I was, I've been talking about stopping the show or taking a break or whatever, and I think maybe I was using that as partially an excuse to do so. I don't know. Yeah, but it's just really got me, and it's an ongoing thing. I still haven't heard from this person. I'm not sure they listen to the podcast anymore, so I don't really feel like I'm calling someone out doing this as much as just explaining what's going on with me. But yeah, it's a tough thing, and it really bothered me, and enough that I told Nora about it, and I a lot of things, crappy day or whatever, I just kind of roll off me by the end of the day, and when I got home, I just had to tell her about it, and yeah, I don't know, blah blah, wah wah, I don't know what more there is to say about that. So yeah, what else is going on is my running is gotten better. I'm still behind where I ought to be, but I ran 9 miles the other day, and that went pretty well. I'm hoping to do 11 miles this weekend, and then the following weekend on the 22nd or 23rd, I don't know, you think I would have that nailed down by now, is the half marathon, and I'm hoping that I can be self-competitive with it. I will not be competitive as far as the race goes, but I want to perform to a point where I feel okay about it. And really, if I can just about run it all at my slow pace, that would be fine. I'd be pretty happy with that. And then I'll just kind of get through that. And whatever, right? So, yay, 2 weeks, half marathon coming up. Woohoo! Let's go team, go kind of stuff. So I'm trying to think what else is going on. Some of you have asked about the daughter and the cutting thing, and I don't know that I updated that since back when, and it seems to be mostly under control. And I don't know that it's entirely gone away, and now with colder weather coming and longer sleeves, by necessity, maybe not by choice. I don't know. There could be something still going on, but in general, she's in a much better place. So thanks to everyone who's asked about that. My mom is doing pretty well, so that's going all right. Me personally, I still haven't shed a tear for Dad, and I'm to a point now where it just seems like it seems so long ago. It was only 2 months. It seems like it's not going to come, but who knows? New therapist, maybe she'll take something out of me. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I don't know. I should have much more to say, but I didn't really plan out what I was going to say here today. I just wanted to. I'd hoped that I would get ahead of the schedule a little bit at work, and I'd be able to, put something together and get it out there to let you all know that I'm still here, and I can plan to continue to be here, and that, the podcast is still going. So it's been a while since I've asked for kind of specific feedback or questions. So, if there's something you want to hear about or know about, drop me a line. If there's something you'd like to see more of or something, drop me a line. Let me know what give me some feedback, constructive, critical, whatever, about the show and what you'd like to see. and here, because it's clearly as much a podcast for you as it is for me, and we might as well work together to make it something that everybody wants to listen to. So you can do that. You can email me, jamulki@gmail.com, facebook.com/Jamulki, @Jamulki on Twitter, or the website www.jamulki.info. That's JAMOALKI. If you listen on iTunes and you could give me a 5-star review, that would be fantastic. Any kind of feedback, the more positive, the better. It'll help other people find the show. And I do still get a kick out of that when I hear from someone new. So those of you who have emails in my inbox and I haven't replied yet, I apologize. I will try to get to that this weekend. So my girls will be in town, and like I said, I've got that long run, but we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna try my best. Maybe tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, Thursday. So, hey, in the U.S., you can text me 248-648-1419. Just let me know how you're doing, what's going on, what's new, what's exciting. Priya, if you're still listening, I hope you're doing all right. And, drop me a line, let me know what's going on with you. So, everybody, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to listen to me ramble on. Everybody be safe and be well.